back to the Dutch Pig Farmer series here on the beautiful, very autumnal Klein Friesland. You'd actually probably say quite wintry now, actually. So we are literally picking up where we left off the last episode, and we're not going to be hanging around for long. So we're going to collect all of these. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Now, pigs are okay for food, and I am conscious that the last episode was a bit back and forth, quite repetitive with the old pig moving and feeding. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just skip through time. Off camera, I shall move pigs and I shall feed them and I shall do jobs about the farm and contracts if they are there. And then I will see you probably early spring. So we're into March and we've got 2 contracts left to do for bale wrapping. We have already done 2 and we are drilling barley, as you'll see in field 15. I've also amended the cropping plan slightly to put corn into field 23 because we get through a lot of corn and I don't think one field is going to suffice. But yeah, I mean, it didn't take overly long to sort of get through 2 marks. There we go, the old auto save kicking in. And to be fair, it was quite enjoyable. I like playing on the map, and yeah, it was just feeding. We were topping up the VGA with potatoes, getting the sunflowers, all that good stuff. So yeah, relatively relaxing. I do want to try at some point in this episode, potentially, I say try, it's not really an effort, we can probably look to sell the byproducts from the BGA just to give us a little boost of cash. Not going to be a huge amount, but either way it'll top up the old bank balance. We are using courseplay on the bale wrapping. I would say that has been 75% successful so far. I've only had to fish it out of the ditches twice, so yes, that's in my mind that's a we'll take that as a bit of a win. So we need to get this field drilled and field 17 there, that one, yes, 17 to the right of us, and then rolled, all that good stuff. So yeah, we're getting there, we're making progress. So what we'll do is I'll finish this field, I will move the contract equipment to field 4, and then what we'll do is we'll make a start on 17, and we'll also have a look at how many pigs we've got now. So before we start the field, like I said, we will have a quick look. So we have got 181, 186, 367 pigs now. So we're over a third of the way to target, which is pretty darn good. I mean, we start scrolling now and we are going for a fair while. There has been an update to realistic livestock. Is it realistic livestock, realistic animals? One of the two, can't remember. Yeah, this is the same mod, I just can't remember the name. And it means now that siblings won't breed, and there was some other bits and bobs, but yeah, we are all good. We are doing well. We've got more babies on the way, and yeah, things are really starting now to pick up pace. So let's just have a quick check of the food. Yes, all good. Yes, fine, cool. So get the headlands done, and I'll see you on the up and down rows. So headlands done, and we're just doing the sort of that odd pass you get where it's not quite a full one, and then we'll be good to crack on with the up and down. So I have been in and set the, I need to get the right one, it is the electric charge, 56,000 litres of the stuff. The that should sell on the hour. Contracts are complete, so we can also collect those, which will bring us in a nice chunk of cash. Now then, what we can do, hopefully, is look to pay down some more of the loan. I think we've still got a loan, he says. Let's get the old cruise control running. And no, we need to be here. Finances. Yes, we have got a significant loan. So let's get the contracts completed. Lovely, lovely. And then what are we up to? 103. Super duper. AI workers stop working unexpectedly. Well, you'd finish the job. Dear, oh dear. But yes, we'll see how much we get in from the electric charge. There we go with the old saving again. Oh. Yeah, we're looking all right. I am relatively pleased with how we're getting on. In fact, I'm very pleased. I think it was always relatively... Whoop, too many lines skipped. Relatively inevitable that at some point the amount of pigs was going to increase rapidly. And, oh, it has. You know, we were sat around 160-ish, I think, last time. Sort of 80-something odd in each pen. And now, yeah, we've doubled that. So, very, very good indeed. We're looking okay for seed. We should be absolutely fine for. Now, weirdly, well, not weirdly, I suppose not very weird. It's a Wednesday. And I am off work. Going shopping with the Cartec juniors later on. So yes, I will no doubt be pleased. But it's good fun. It's good fun. So yeah, I'm just taking the opportunity to do a bit of recording before we do that. And I guess unexpectedly, I didn't know that it had been released, but the Highlands DLC, the trailer was dropped at FarmCon. No, not FarmCon. I knew I was going to get that wrong. Gamescom, which is currently going on in Germany. I think, is it Cologne? It actually looks pretty good. Now, obviously, there was the footage. Maybe not. Obviously, might be very. This is could be the first farming simulator video you've ever watched. In which case, my condolences to you. But yes, so there was the sort of footage and the gameplay, a bit of gameplay shown at Gamescom. No, FarmCon for 5 minutes, man. And now they've released the trailer at Gamescom. There we go. Now, it looks great. I think it, you know, it looks like you can actually go fishing with a rod. Which is... I don't know. For roleplay, it'll be fantastic. And it'll be good to give it a go. Yeah, it's just... I think it's cool. I think it's a decent addition. You know, everyone's going to be like, oh, but not farming. But you do farm fish. You know. So, that's very cool. One thing I did think was pretty... interesting in a sense, was, if you'll remember back to the footage from FarmCon, there we go, the buses, the double-decker buses were red, and in this trailer they're now like a greeny colour, I think they are, and I think it was pointed out that, you know, the red of the London buses, so Giants have listened, which, you know, mark that one on your calendar. But yeah, it does look very good, and the fact, like, you know, you can, it looks like you can use the sort of, well, it looked like a ferry, but I think it's more like a trawler. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it's cool. And then so that's November. We've got the Mercedes pack coming in September the 9th, I think it is. Links for both of those are in the description below if you want to use the code CARTECH when you purchase. That would be fantastic. But yeah, exciting times, I think. It'll be interesting to see the kit that comes in. You know, might have a look around the map. You know, we did quite a relatively long series on a Giants map, and I quite enjoyed it. So whether we venture up to Scotland or not remains to be seen. But yes, all looking very good and very interesting. Another interesting point, and this is... I don't think I've mentioned it on a video. No, I don't think I have. I think I mentioned it on Discord. And this is all down to Marnux. I can now apply for my Red Award on ModHub. I think it's 200,000 something downloads. 200,000 downloads, you can apply for your Red Award and you get a little plaque. So yeah, I've done that. Yeah, so nice, relatively cool milestone for me. I'm sure there are people out there that have got significantly more downloads, but yeah, I never thought that I would get to that with the mods that I'd done. So yeah, big shout out to Marnux for including the grain dryer pack in this map. You know, it has given it more than a significant boost. So yes, big thanks, mate. I really do appreciate that very, very much indeed. Well, for the eagle-eyed among you, I didn't set the electric charge to sellings. Stupid boy, Pike. So yeah, what a noob. Right, so we have done the 2 fields of grain. We've already got canola in there. When can we plant corn? I should know this by now. April, that's fine. So what we can do is we can... I need to remember we've got to sell that planter. In fact, let's do that whilst one remembers. Vehicles. What was it? It is that one. Yes. Sell. Nice. Not too worried about getting the bonus from taking it to a shop. Oh, I didn't check to see if it got anything in it. You absolute noob. 153 grand. Job is a good one. Right, let's get this put it in the shed. Why not? Why not? And then I'll grab the roller and I'll see you back in the field. So we've rolled field 15. I thought I'd bring you back in now because hopefully we'll see the money jump up in a few seconds. And then what I might well do is look to pay, was it 160 grand? There we go. So we can pay 60k off the loan, and job is a good one. So that'll leave us 100 grand left to pay off. Look at me with me quick maths. Right, the other thing I'm just trying is a slightly different and zoomed in field of view. Now it's taking me a little bit of getting used to in a weird kind of way, but yeah, let me know if you like it, whether it makes it better watching, a bit more closer into the tractor. I don't know. It's yeah, if you have spotted the difference, then yeah, let me know and see what you let me know what you thinks. That would be much appreciated. Now you'll see a bit of wet look on the tyres as the roller starts to slide. There were some minor puddles in field 15 just around the headland, but nothing that's stopped us. I think if it was the size, you know, the significant one we had in field 24, was it? Then we'd have left the drilling. But yeah, it was only a minor puddle rather than a small lake. So I'm trying to think what we need to do next. We've got the corn to plant. So that's an April job. So what it might mean is, between episodes, I do a little... It won't take a lot of work. It'd be a little bit of work just to get... Concentrating that I don't drive into the ditch. Just to get us through to April. And that'll just be a case of feeding pigs, most likely. Maybe the odd contract if they pop up. And then we can get the corn in. And then it will be a case of rinse and repeat through the months. We might do a contracting episode again. I quite enjoyed that. What I don't get is the gravity on this roller, why it slides in the corners. We're not even going fast this time. And then, yeah, I have to see how many births we have throughout the months, and yeah, just take it as it comes, really, I guess. I do love this tractor. I actually saw... It wasn't an 8400, it was an 8200. The other day around me, it got a bale trailer on the back. Yeah, it was impressive piece of kit. It was. It really did look quite good. So last pass, and then we can pay down the loan, and then that will probably be us done. Like I say, in between episodes, we'll keep feeding the pigs, advance the time, and yeah, we should then be in a good place. We'll probably lease the planter, I think. I don't see any reason to buy it, so we can get that then, and then we'll be able to drill our corn. Let's get off of the field and lift that up. Whilst we're doing that, we can then go to finances and repay. Perfect. So 100 grand left to get rid of. There we go. Fold that up. Super duper. And that is it. Thank you all very, very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the episode, please leave us a like. And if you are new, think about subscribing. We are chasing 1,800 subs at the minute. We've got 40 left to get. So yeah, we're very close. So yes, your subscriptions would be very, very much appreciated. Big shout out to the YouTube channel members and the patrons. Thank you all very, very much. And I will see you all in the next one. Take care.